Our top stories. Here's the question that we're posing to you today and that we're hoping that you'll respond on social media. And the question is as follows. What do you make of the ANC assisting former President Jacob Zuma with his legal fees? You know that the courts this week said that those fees that the state had paid so far relating to charges in his personal capacity now have to be paid by Mr. Zuma himself. Well, the ANC says they're going to help him out. What do you make of the ANC's assistance to former President Jacob Zuma with his legal fees? At SA_SABC. That's where you should send your message to us. Right, as many of you will know because you're on the roads already, police visibility has been increased in Gauteng as thousands of holidaymakers have started travelling to their various holiday destinations. Traffic officials and members of the South African Police Service have been deployed on major arterial routes to ensure that there's smooth flow of traffic and driver compliance. Well, our reporter Manqoba Mchunu is on the N12, one of the highways going out of Johannesburg, and he speaks to us now to tell us what the situation is where he is at the moment. Manqoba?
Well, certainly, Peter, it's a hive of activity here on the arterial routes in the province, as understandably so. Thousands of holidaymakers are now making their way to their various holiday destinations. As you'll know that the 15th is one of the most important days in the festive calendar where most companies have closed as well as schools have closed. So most of those holidaymakers now hitting the road in order to ensure that they get to their holiday destinations. But of course, with high traffic volumes on the country's road also comes strict law enforcement. And of course, this morning, the National Commissioner announcing that the festive season campaigns are now in full swing. Those are the festive season safety campaigns in full swing, saying that, in fact, various law agencies, in fact, joint law enforcement agencies have been deployed in order to ensure safety, with a high focus on police visibility on the country's roads to ensure that motorists do adhere to the rules of the road and that there's smooth flow of traffic on the roads. And this is such an operation that's taking place here behind me. It's one of those high visibility operations that's happening here on the N12. And of course, the police here also stopping some of the cars and checking them if there are any suspicions and whether, in fact, drivers are following the rules of the road as they head to their various destinations. But Gauteng certainly launching its operation today, Operation Asifikeni. And to tell us more about it, I'm now joined by the Gauteng Traffic Police spokesperson, Busapi Ngumalo. Busapi, thanks for your time. First of all, this is not per se a roadblock, but an operation, just a high visibility operation that you're having here. What is it that you're looking for?
Since we know that our roads are extremely busy, our mandate is to make sure that Gauteng remains a safe and a secure province. People are leaving the province and some are coming into the province, so we want to make sure that our people, they reach destination. That is why we're saying Asifikeni. It is a campaign that we have been busy with it as the Department of Community Safety and also Gauteng Traffic Police, to say people must reach their destination safe. They must arrive alive. That is why we're saying Asifikeni, take charge. Everyone must be responsible and take charge of his or her life.
Of course, we know that this is a time where road fatalities are also prevalent during this time of the year. Last year, 1,500 people losing their lives across the country. Is this of concern to you, and are people heeding the call to road safety?
We are worried about fatalities, more especially when it's time like this, Easter period or festive season. So that is the reason why we're having so many officers that are deployed on all our major routes, you know, the N1, the N3, N12 and N1. So the reason for us to deploy more officers, more especially for visibility on our major routes, is to make sure that people arrive alive, people, they reach their destination safe. Yes, we know that there are those, you know, that are going to, unfortunately, not adhere to the the rules of the road, but our police are there just to make sure that everyone, unfortunately, if you're not going to abide by the rules of the road, you are going to face the law. But we are happy as the department or all law enforcement agencies in the province to say since the start of festive season, the 1st of December, and no more of major fatalities, accidents that have been reported. When we compare to last year, at least this year we are trying, to make sure that we reduce accidents. That is the reason why we are here. It's the holidays, people are enjoying themselves, but we want people to enjoy responsibly. People must not drink and drive. People must relax at home. We've got a serious challenge of pedestrians in Gauteng. So we are saying pedestrians the Act doesn't want anyone to be on the freeway. So to the pedestrians, we're saying we don't want pedestrians on our road. That is why we're saying, we want everyone to arrive alive to their destination. And unfortunately, if you are found, on our freeways and not abiding by the rules of the road, we are definitely going to arrest you. But at the moment, we are happy. We've not yet recorded any major accidents in the province. We pray and hope it will remain like that. And we just again want to plead with our motorists to please behave on our roads, take road safety seriously, because it's everyone's responsibility. And people are dying on our roads on a daily basis. So we're saying, as the department, we just want to plead with all the road users to say, please behave on and please let's comply to road safety.
You spoke about the issue of pedestrians. Of course, pedestrians last year contributing to 37% of the road deaths that happened across the country. I mean, is this of concern to you that more pedestrians seem to be dying on the roads? And what are some of the causes of this?
According to the Act, National Road Traffic Act 93 of 1996, there is no person that is supposed to be found on the freeway. So as the department, we made sure that we increase our operation that deals with, pedestrians on our roads, and we've arrested a lot of them. And also education came, handy to say we need to educate them, because remember in Gauteng we've got so many people that are coming from, outside the country. Our foreigners are here. We're saying they don't know. Uguti, they're not supposed to be on the freeway. They don't even know what is a freeway. So our road safety education, they made sure that they go to the places, of entertainment. They're going to all the routes, everywhere where you can find pedestrians, to the place of the companies, different companies, to go and spread the message of pedestrians. They are not needed on our freeway, and pedestrians are dying on a daily basis. We've got hazardous locations that we know that these routes, more pedestrians are dying. But at least this is the festive season has started. We've not yet exceeded, compared to last year. At least this year it's much better, because we have deployed more officers. We have made sure that we intensified our pedestrian operations in the province.
Drinking and driving, of course, remains one of the major issues on the country's roads, leading to most of those fatalities. What operations or what plans do you have in order to curb this festive season?
More operations. Intensified operation for drinking and driving every weekend. It's festive season. People are drinking every day. We are arresting people who are drinking and driving. They are under intoxication even during the day and during the week. So we've got our operations that are continuing. We're not doing drinking and driving operations only during the weekend. We've got our officers that are there, specifically dedicated for drinking and driving operations in the province. And we have arrested more than 800 people for driving under the influence of alcohol in the province.
Okay, now let's speak to the motorists themselves. Those who are still going to be traveling, what would your advice be to them?
I just want to advise our motorists, the road users, because they will be leaving the province, others are coming others are still preparing to go. I just wanted to say, please make sure that your vehicle is roadworthy. You are fit also, you've got all the documents, you are not drunk, you are not, you are in a state of you can't even control your vehicle. But we're saying, please don't drink and drive, reduce your speed, make sure that everything in the car is in a good condition, your vehicle is roadworthy. Otherwise, our officers are going to you won't reach your destination. Your vehicle will be discontinued from the road. So we just want again to say thank you very much to all the motorists that are behaving on our roads, but to those who are still preparing to leave the province, please behave on our roads, because our officers are here and you are unfortunately going to be arrested. But we want again to say Asifikeni, let's arrive alive to all our destination. And road safety, it's an individual problem. It starts with me, Ubusapi, to take charge of myself. Let's buckle up, let's make sure that everyone in the car is got a safety belt on, reduce the speed limit, and drive responsibly. Asifikeni.
Thank you very much, Busapi Umalo there from the Gauteng Traffic Police speaking to us there. Of course, the message is out now to drivers, and again, traffic officials pleading with motorists to obey the rules of the road in order to ensure that they reach their destinations safely. They say they'll be out there in full force. They'll be all over the arterial routes this festive season.
Manqoba, that's Manqoba Mchunu, who's on one of the highways, one of the major arterials where people are travelling to their various holiday destinations. And as you've just seen, holidaymakers have already started heading to their holiday destinations. Authorities are calling for people to drive safely.